Hi guys, this is Albert the Analyst. This video is regarding the women's performance at the Luzern meet that happened yesterday. Specifically, the women who I made predictions for. So you won't have everything, but you will have what matters, to be honest. So let's get straight into it. For the women's 200 meters heat A, I predicted that it would be won by Jessica Bianca Wesoli, who has a PB of 22.84 and the season's best of 22.95, and should be able to beat the field. In second place, I put Kemba Nelson, who has a PB of 22.74 and a season's best of 23.02. She's one of my favorite Jamaican athletes. I feel Kemba has massive potential. I will be featuring her in an upcoming series of mine where I will be focusing on prospective athletes who I feel could go super fast once they make some changes or adjustments or some hard decisions. So yeah, I put Kemba second, and I put that I wouldn't be shocked if she upset. Third place, I put Cecilia Tamoyo Garza, who has a PB and a national record of 22.45 with a season's best of 23.14. I just felt like she has been fast or consistent enough to come top 3 and possibly upset. For the actual results, I think I botched the results for this, but let me confirm. So, for the actual results, it was won by Pointet Leone, who ran 22.89, followed by Anthonique Strawn. I don't know, I think I missed Anthonique Strawn's name in my predictions. Like, I had a doctor's appointment. So in rushing to get it done and posted, my predictions, I obviously overlooked Anthonique because I'd have never left her out. She came second, and then third place was Regis Renee, and Kemba came seventh. So yeah, this is why the races are run. I got nothing this time around. Very rare occurrence. But that's fine. I love when the athletes prove me wrong. I love when they prove me right. I love when they do the best that they can do, and the chips fall where they may. For the next event, that would be the women's 100 meters heat A, where I predicted that Janelle Smith would win in a so Janelle has a personal best and season's best of 11.03, which she ran at the Jamaican trials a few weeks ago. I feel like she's been consistent enough this season to win that meet. This meet, I should say, or the meet from yesterday. I had predicted for Kemba Nelson to be second. Kemba has a personal best of 10.88, which she ran to make the Jamaican national team back in 2022. And she also has a season's best of 11.23, and I just feel like she's been consistent enough to come second against this field. In third place, I put Camille. I'm not taking that out. I can't. I don't know how to do this editing thing. Sorry guys, I'm human. Love y'all though. In third place, I put Camille Rutherford, who has a personal best of 10.96, which she ran in June of this year. But her last few races, they didn't make me feel confident that she would win, despite having the fastest PB off the field. Sorry, the second fastest PB off the field, but the most recent, Janelle ran a recent PB. The fastest, most recent PB of the field then. For my dark horse, I put Rebecca Hayes, or Haas, who I just felt she was fast enough to upset the top 3. She has a season's best of 11.15. For the actual results, as I predicted, Janelle Smith came first with a time of 11.12. Zainab Dosso. I don't know how I as I said, I was having a doctor's appointment, and so I kind of had to rush. But if I had seen Zainab, she'd have definitely been in my predictions. She came second, and Camille Rutherford, who I predicted to came third, actually came third. Kemba Nelson came fifth, which I'll definitely take that. Rebecca came sixth. So my predicted top 3 and my dark horse came top 6. I'll take that. My first place came first. My third place came third. Just so upset my top 3, which, as I said, had I saw her name, I would have probably put her for second as well. So yeah. Moving on to the women's 100 meter hurdles. Whew. So for this one, I predicted that Ditaji Kambunji would win it. Ditaji is, of course, the fastest in the field. She's a budding great. She's a budding 100-meter hurdles great, I feel. Very consistent, very competitive. She boasts a PB of 12.40 and has a season's best of 12.43. But I believe that 12.43 is her true PB because she ran it into a minus 1.1 headwind, which is huge. And to back up what I just said, her 12.43 performance into that headwind has a rating of 1,234 on the World Athletics website, while her PB of 12.40 has a rating of 1,232. So the 12.43 has a rating of 1234, while the 12.40 has a rating of 1232. So, you know, the fact that it even has a higher rating despite being a slower time says all I need to know. I mean, it was into a headwind, massive headwind. So for third, I predicted that it would be Charisma Taylor, who has a season's best. Those birds. Charisma has a season's best of 12.79 as well as a PB of 12.63. I just felt like she was fast enough to podium at this meet. For the actual results, Ditaji Kambunji came first as I expected in 12.49, but my MVP of this entire meet was Kerrica Hill, who came second in a massive PB of 12.54. Now, Kerrica is a former under-20 national champion. Sorry, a former under-20 world champion who, you know, she's been on the rise this year after being plagued with injuries over the past few years. I am so proud of this girl's resilience. Being that young and just knowing that I will bounce back from injury, I can still do my best. I will do my best. I'm so proud of her. Going into the race, she had a personal best as well as season's best of 12.69, which she ran at the national trials. She ran 12.54 to place second with a new personal best after pressing the Ditaji Kambunji to the line. You get what I mean? She pressed Ditaji to the line, and it was an amazing race to watch. To see Kerrica take on an Olympic medalist and force her to run all the way through the line was beautiful. I'm so proud of Kerrica. She's definitely my MVP of this meet. So proud of her. Yeah, it was amazing, truly. I expect great things from Kerrica. I would not be shocked if she goes 12-3 before the season ends. So yeah, the next race is the women's 800 meters, where I predicted that Natoya Gould-Toppin would win. She's the national record holder for Jamaica with a personal best of 1 minute 55.96. I believe she had she has the fastest season's best going in of 1:58.43, and of course, you know, she's the fastest in the field. Second place, I put Clara Liberman, who has a season's best and personal best of 1:59.18. I felt like she's been consistent enough this season to come second. Third, I had Angelica Sarna, who was an outdoor personal best and season's best of 1:59.77 going in. I just felt like she was consistent enough to make the podium. I had two dark horses, the first one being Veronica Van Cardo, who has a personal best and season's best of 1:59.81 going in. And despite not being as fast as the other ladies, I just felt like she was fast enough to possibly podium. Next, I had Adele Tracy as my second dark horse, who has a personal best of 1:58.41 with a season best of 2:01.1 going in. I just felt like while Adele has been having, you know, some slight issues this season, I just felt like she is fast enough to be able to podium podium as my dark horse. Now, for the actual results, first place was actually Clara Liberman, who I initially had for second place. The second place person was Sarna, who I had for third place, and then third place was Natoya Gould-Toppin. So it's almost as though my top three, even though they still came top three, was kind of flipped, where Natoya came third, where I had her predicted as first. The person who I had predicted for second came first, and the person I had predicted for third came second. So I'll gladly take that. They still came top 3 regardless of the order. For my dark horses, Veronica Von Cardo actually came fourth. I'll gladly take that. Adele Tracy came 7th. So the top 4 persons consisted of my predicted top 3 and one of my dark horses, while my next dark horse came 7th. I'll gladly take that. So yeah, these predictions, as I said, I kind of had to make them in like just like literally minutes. I had to make them in like what, like I made these predictions in like 10 minutes. I had to run. I probably could have done better, but hey, I got 6 out of 12, which would have been a 50% prediction accuracy. I'll gladly take that. We reset, we refocus, and we try again. So yeah, it was all in all, it was a terrific meet. I'm very proud of all of these ladies as well as the men. Shout out to you, Kerrica, super proud of you. Kemba, I'm proud of you. No matter, you know this, I've told you before, no matter your performance, I am proud that you show up. Once you show up, Kemba, you'll always be able to put your best foot forward. Keep working on you, keep being consistent. The times will eventually show your consistency and your dedication and your perseverance, because you are a talented, beautiful, hardworking young lady. And let me just say that to all the ladies, whichever country you're from, you're beautiful, you're talented. Never let a person try to limit you. You're able to put whatever you put your mind to. I love women so much. All of my role models are women. Most of the persons I interact with are, women. So yeah, women are just so beautiful to me. I just feel like women are so marginalized, and yet they push the needle so much in the world. They are still able to be so successful and influential despite being marginalized for the most part. So I'm inspired by that. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm just really proud of you, these ladies, proud of all the athletes. And yeah, please remember to like, share, subscribe, spread peace and love. Never let people take you for granted. It's okay to accept disrespect, but not all the time. If you stand for nothing, you fall for everything. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Love y'all. Thank you so much for the support. I feel like I've been focusing on the lack of support a bit more than the actual support. Thank you guys for supporting me. I'm sorry for not saying it enough. Thank you for your support. I love and I respect all of you guys. Albert Maraj, Albert the Analyst, signing out. Peace.